G'day, how you going, folks? Welcome aboard. We're just preparing our live stream. We've pulled the trigger a couple minutes early so we could just gather some people into the stream. And to let you guys know that subscribers only mode for messages that appear on the live chat is available right now. I can see the screen on the other screen I've got here. And we encourage you to like and subscribe to Australia Worldwide Entertainment. Turn the notification bell on. There's the Dovetail Games intro. And yeah, become a subscriber today of over 11,000 subscribers. And we have here at Australia Worldwide Entertainment. You're with your Train Sim World OG. Since 2019, we've been doing Train Sim World content here at Australia Worldwide Entertainment. Formerly known as GFYS Gaming Australia, back in the days. So we've had Australia Worldwide Gaming as our channel, gaming and entertainment, and now we've just Australia Worldwide Entertainment. We will be forever now. That's it. We've got different areas that we do here on our channel. We cover a lot of trucks, a lot of trains, simulation in general, and other video games like Rugby League 26, of course. We'll be back in the NRL season. And yeah, much more. So we've got a fantastic end of year special Train Sim World live stream here today on this Saturday, 27th. I apologise, it's not Boxing Day. It feels like it. No, if you're watching the cricket. If you're watching the cricket, seriously, come and enjoy some real excitement here. We won't be going as quick as that game, I'm telling you right now. It's not a 2020 test match between two teams that don't really give a shit about being on the field. All right, we're ready to rock and roll. Do note, ladies and gentlemen, we have a two-part series of Don's Truck Spotting Australia with the Don's Truck Spotting Australia Best of 2025. That'll premiere on Monday with part 1 and New Year's Eve with part 2. They'll start at 4 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time, 3:30 p.m. South Australia, 1 p.m. Western Australia, 3 p.m. Queensland, and 6 p.m. New Zealand. So that'll be on both Monday the 29th of December 2025 and the 31st of December 2025 with the Don's Truck Spotting Australia. So do look forward to that. If you love your trucks, then yeah, we've got the best of the best that I've done with my trips throughout 2026. We've got amazing trips lined up for 2025, my apologies. We've got amazing trips lined up for 2026. With our truck spotting, with my video photography, so do look forward to that. We will have live streams from time to time also at the Don's Truck Spotting Australia Facebook page in 2026 as well. We had a couple of them here in 2025 as well. So we're ready to rock and roll. Let's fire up and welcome aboard to this special Train Sim World 6 live stream. Now, I don't normally live stream on a Saturday with Train Sim World. I did in the COVID era. I used to do Saturday night on the rails on the Saturday evening every time. But now we're way past the COVID era, even though I had COVID for the first time last year. Yeah, we're way past that era now. But anyway, we're here to bring to you the final Train Sim World live stream of the year. So welcome aboard to the end of year special here on Train Sim World 6. And what you're seeing on the cover photo is actually a mod, ladies and gentlemen. So let's fire her up. Oh, I think I'm recording actually. Give me a second, folks. Welcome aboard. How are we all doing? We're just. I'm just going to change my hotkeys for a second because my hotkeys have decided to have not been fixed up. That's all right. I don't need to do that. We got D Elite, Team Elite. Welcome aboard. welcome aboard. Nice game. Hope to play it in future. Trust me, mate, if you want to get into this game, don't. As somebody that's experienced, don't. You will understand in the end when I say that word. Do not get involved in it. Trust me. It is hell on earth. If you want to play a real decent game, I would suggest American Truck and Euro Truck. If you've got a console, then yeah, I definitely recommend that next year. I'm a modder for that game. I do real companies and brands on trucks and trailers. So I do paint jobs. I do pinstripe detailing. And I do the real companies and brands. I have a lot of great relationships with a lot of real companies in reality. So anyway, we are ready to rock and roll. I'm not a modder for this game, but I have plenty of mods installed. I also play the game on PC, ladies and gentlemen, and have so since 2020. And originally from the Xbox. I actually played the game first time on the Xbox. Actually, technically, I played it on PC originally at my mate's house. Back when it was in the alpha stage in 2017, actually. And we only had seen patch grade at the time, and oh my god, the game has come so far and absolutely drives me insane to the point where I have got grey hair and actually I have to dye my hair. But that's what happens when you get old. So yeah, we're ready to rock and roll here today. I've turned the light on because it's a little bit dark in the studio here today. And currently still in the summer studio. We'll be back in the normal regular studio in winter. That'll be mid-year, of course. So we're ready to go. So let's fire up. I'll have to do the reset on this one, most likely. Now, I can confirm that I've, in the background, I've got the TSW Tools Mod installed. I've got that in the background. It's on my other screen here. I'm looking at the tool set here. Actually, it's on my other screen at the moment. Just give me a second as we load into the game. So there we have it. So just give me a second. I just got to grab my TSW Tools. Just give me a second. Put that on the other screen just here. So look at the other screen here. Yep. Okay, so that's on the other screen just here. I'm just looking at it. So I've got my OBS on the other screen, and I've got my tool set on one side. I've got the channel on the other side. I've got the screen in the middle. Actually, I'll just get to disable that screen. Actually, there we go, done. Yeah, I'm playing on standard 1440p screen, ladies and gentlemen. I just recently switched it up from my widescreen I've been playing with all year. So the widescreen's now my second screen, and I've got I've got the main screen here. So if you've been seeing my recent American Truck Simulator content, you would have noticed that we're no longer on the widescreen with that game. This is the only game I've been able to actually play it on a normal standard screen on the widescreen. So every other game's decided to play and record it, having it looking like watching the game in a cinema. So I apologize for that, but anyway, this is a particular mod, ladies and gentlemen, that we are rolling with here. This has got different liveries. This particular one, I'm not sure about the insides of them. I think they're the same. Yep, looking at it. Yep, it's all the same inside. So it's just the liveries inside. And as typical, there's no passengers on board. Yep, we know about the problems. We know about the passenger problems, folks. We don't have to keep raving on about that. We know the drill. We know the frill. The wonderful world of Dovetail Games. Yeah, such an amazing world, isn't it? Alright. Saloon lights. Let's make sure that we got those on. Yep, they're on. Beautiful. Lovely. So lights are on, check. We've got a different livery on here. Now, you've probably seen this livery as a Creators Club content. I personally haven't, to be honest. But yeah, this is based off a real livery that the Capital Star has had, or does have these days. I'm not sure if it's these days or has had in the past. But you can see here,
that the whole train is covered by this advertisement.
Remote video monitoring is in use at this station for your personal safety and security.
As typical of the London Overground route, the first or second station normally has passengers, and then the rest of it doesn't have passengers. You know the drill about the passenger issues. If you're a veteran of the game, you know what I'm talking about. You try to tweak it with certain settings through the custom engine settings for if you play on PC. Does it help? No. I'll be honest, we've still got a naked freaking Euston station, which is bullshit. Especially for a station that's also going to feature the HS2 eventually. So outside of Stafford at the moment, next to where the 2012 Olympic Games were, the developer of this particular route is currently in the works of a... I was wondering what the hell's going on. I'm thinking, hang on, the game, the freaking settings have changed again. This is what shits me about it. I don't know why it does this. Yeah, I don't know why it does this, but don't need to have the frames any higher than that. Screen. Yep, that's all good. All right. Yeah, I'm thinking, hang on, my game looks blurry as hell. Why is it looking like it's blurry? Now, I can tell you that there is blur texture issues going on for Xbox players more so, and PlayStation players more so, and console players. Do we have any improvements on PC? Not really, technically. Now, I'm not sure if there's any special liveries with the AI traffic. I think it's just mainly on the content that we have where we can drive. So I will show you guys the list of liveries that there is available for you guys after this trip. So yeah, this is a one-man developer that did this route. It's the only one-man developer that has released a train sim world route in history. It's the second overall release of a London Overground route. There is a part of a London Overground route on the West Coast Mainline South section, which is the Lioness route, aka Walford, the Walford DC. But yeah, overall there is 3 London Overground routes that you can enjoy. The Capital Star is on a couple of them. The original London Overground, which is the Goblin line, Suffragette line these days, the Goblin line, is a very heavily freighted route. It's yeah, major corridor for freight, but also one of my favorite routes of Train Sim World. It's actually voted the Train Sim World. It was voted the Train Sim World 4 route of that particular era of Train Sim World. So, by us, we always have a top 5 countdown every year that brings to you the 5 best releases, best route releases in my opinion, every single year, and yeah, this particular route wasn't in our top 5 from Train. So this is actually a Train Sim World
5 release. It was actually revealed this time last year on the season of reveals last year, actually. At the start of December 2024, this was revealed. So yeah, they did things a little bit different with the season of reveals this year. We had finally we had our first gameplay look at, which is now looking like it will be the first DLC of 2026, releasing in, I'll probably say, the late half of January, because they normally tend to release around the third or last week of January each year. So yeah, we should be getting the Great Western Remastered, which is actually the first ever Train Sim World DLC. It was the first ever UK route. It was the first UK route to have a high-speed train. It was actually the first passenger route in Train Sim World history. Yeah, first high-speed train, well, technically high-speed train. It's a HST. It's 200 plus kilometers. So we count that as a high-speed. Yeah, it was the first ever route of many. First London route in Train Sim World. It was very, very in need of love, like a complete remaster. It's had a few remasters over its time, a few fixes and stuff, and it's gotten better as it's gone along. It's one of my all-time favorite routes in Train Sim World, and the remaster has been something I've been pumped for so many months now. Since the announcement, I was just, yeah, it's like a firecracker launching into the sky, 24-inch shell, boom. Finally, at long last, we're getting something real decent. Yeah, I was very similar like that when we had the announcement through the season reveals this year for the second part of the Hamstrucker Ranru, actually, which is known as something else and actually not being developed by Dovetail, but it's technically part 2 of the Hamstrucker Ranru, which is actually my all-time favorite German route. So, looking forward to the second part for that one. I've got a couple looking forward to next year. I'm hopeful that we will get the Czech Republic route before Train Sim World 7. But knowing Dovetail, probably most likely fall into Train Sim World 8. So, a couple more years to go. Okay, just give me a second, folks. I'm currently just got a phone call I've got to take. I'll be with you guys very shortly. My apologies for that, folks. I did press a button, actually, on my screen that actually took away my camera. I don't understand why. Ah, that's right, because I got the one of the buttons for the camera to take away when I'm actually doing my recordings. Anyway, there we go. I can take myself off. That's all good. It looks weird with the live stream thing there, just sitting there, though. I like to put the live sign up there, more so, I always put a logo for our live stream, though. But I always like to put the live up there so you guys know that we actually are not exaggerating, that we pre-recorded this or anything. Some live streamers, you know, they pre-record stuff and they do live. From time to time, we'll do some bonuses where we'll put a recording that I haven't posted up on the YouTube channel, and I'll say, hey, this is a premiere. Let's do the premiere live for you guys, and then I'll post it up at a later time. So yeah, that'll be something more so that we might actually do in 2026, actually, with our live streaming for Train Sim World.
Do note our Train Sim World live streams are more so random these days. They're not like they used to be where they were every single week on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So more so these days, we tend to live stream at a random basis. It'll be more so when there's new DLCs and stuff. Because, yeah, my area of expertise and everything that I do now is more so, got to do with uploaded content, with my daily shorts, and also my video photography with my massive passion for trucks. I have a big passion for trains as well, you know, it comes from my childhood, both trucks and trains. Also with my dad being in the trucking industry for over 45 years. And just growing up on the road. But, yeah, it's, you know, yeah, just moving on in life now. There's a lot of things have changed, so. So as you can see, they're only the dial-a-ram passengers on the platforms. Nothing has changed in that sense. I try to pull the trigger on different things to try to help the passenger problem, but yeah, I've tried all kinds of things over the course of time. Nothing's going to fix the problem. The only thing that's going to fix the problem is that Dovetail completely destroys the passenger system that is now and build a whole brand new one from scratch. God knows it'll probably be even better, or probably worse. But yeah. You think after watching the video intro for Train Sim World 6, looking at the passengers and the way that the details of the game look in that video, it looked like it was on a whole new engine, eh? It was like, whoa, there's a new passenger system. The way they're moving around and that, it's like, whoa. Or were they teasing us on something that's actually in the works and not actually in time to reveal? I can't even pronounce that, but hello to you. Give me a second, folks. Keeps recording. I don't know why. Just give me a second. I just got to change my settings here because my hotkeys are wanting me to record. And I'm going to take off the camera settings as well. It's just really annoying. Hotkeys. Page down scroll. Okay, let's apply that. And then I could just bring my webcam back in here and then I don't have to worry about that. All right. So do note the paint job here is not a Creators Club paint job. It's actually a mod. It's a brand new mod. There's a few different things you need for this to work. There is the 5-car logo on the front of it as well. So it is, the horn is, have I got a capital star mod on this? I'm not too sure. G'day Connor, how you going? Welcome aboard.
Yeah, so technically this will be, I'm probably planning one more live stream before the year's out. I'll probably do a, either American Truck or Euro Truck live stream. One or the other. Depending if I get time. I ended up purchasing a couple new games actually over the last 24 hours. I ended up pulling the trigger on the PBA Pro Bowling 2026. I'm such a big fan of 10-pin bowling. I used to actually do it for real. I used to bowl in a league. And I used to be quite successful actually. My highest score in bowling was actually 267 in real life. But that was when I was very competitive and not as fat. I used to be very strong back in the days. And yeah, my back and everything's gone on me now, so yeah, bowling days are over. But if I bowl, it's just casual fun, you know. My skill levels are just gone way down. And the laser lights and that, they distract you way too much. So I just do it for fun these days. Yeah, I'm going all right. I'm definitely better than what I have been over the recent month. Been really sick with the parainfluenza over the last month, so I've only just gotten over that a couple of days before Christmas. So yeah, I've been pretty sick this month. But yeah, the Glen 20 sprayed all the crap away, so that's good. Yeah, I'm so spilled about the passenger issue. It just takes away so much of this route. Like, this route is a heavily passenger route. You know, it's London Overground. Like, this is London, and for it to be naked the way it is just disgusting. Yeah, it just shits me to tears. You got all these, you know, ones that are just standing there. You know, they're what you call your fake passenger system. You know, you ones to make it look like it's full of life, but wrong answer. And we all know about the passenger issues. You know, standing on the tracks, sticking out of the concrete, standing in front of the doors. Getting stuck amongst each other all the time, one on top of the other, like the Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. What else is there? Oh, they used to fly into the air. That doesn't stop. That since they actually squashed that, I reckon the passenger problem's gotten worse. So I think the passenger problem really technically started when Train Sim World 2 was on a preview. And in the preview, they had the London Underground route, and one of the passengers went flying in the air in the preview. I remember Colonel Fader, the executive producer of Transport Fever Free. He was long-time fan as well of Colonel Fader, aka Sam, myself, because I know him from, you know, obviously working for Dovetail back in the days. Yeah, I remember him there and then basically pointing out, hey, that needs to be fixed, you know. And did Dovetail fix it? No, they didn't. They just put a Band-Aid on it, 12 months later, I think it was. And the Band-Aid came off pretty quickly. And it started happening again. And I think that's when the passengers problem started. It stems all the way from Train Sim World 2. And it's like the blurring texture problem. That's extended from technically Train Sim World 3 onwards, gotten worse. This is what they've done. They basically, they did the same thing with Train Sim Classic, you know. When it went to the end of its life cycle around the 12th or 13th year, 14th year, they decided to start ripping the shit out of the core and get somebody in to completely clean it up. And this is what's basically happening again. You're not technically going to see anything really clean up in this game until it's at its end of its cycle and the other train sim is, yeah, a couple of years old. And by then, no one's going to really give a shit. So it is what it is. But yeah, the limitations you console players have has obviously been a pain in the ass. So I originate from console technically with my gameplay, and like I discovered the game back in 2017 at my mate's house, and obviously I've been a rail fan over the years, and I've played a lot of other train sims prior to that, and Microsoft Rail Sim was definitely one of them. Railworks. Yeah, I was played a couple of Japanese ones back in the days, and on PlayStation, and obviously building trains and everything with likes of SimCity 2000 and SimCity 4 more so, and City Skylines of course. Don't know why my frame rate's so jumpy today. Give me a second, folks. I apologize. I can hear some noise really in the background, and I'm worried that it's going to be a copyright problem because my dad is watching the cricket, so I apologize. My apologies, folks. So yeah, I just had to go sort that out. It was really, really noisy, and I was worried it was going to give me copyright issues. The stop is Camden Valley Road. Camden Valley Road. That's here in Sydney. Camden Road. All right, no worries. So here we are at our location here. We've got plenty more coming your way today. Is anybody really request a train and route? Does anybody want to see something in particular? Feel free to comment, and we have got this brand new pack. It's not only just the Capital Star that has got new content. It's the 377, 375. So there is some new content on the game. So we've got plenty of options for you guys today. So Southeastern High Speed's got one. Obviously Brighton Mainline. So yeah, just a few new options with the Electro Stars and Capital and the for the game. The Capital Star is obviously Electro Star. They call it the Capital Star because basically it goes through the capital, or comes from the capital. I don't know if you guys have seen down that way, actually. You think it has the track going down, actually. I'm going to show you guys a little thing here that actually you guys might not be aware of. This is what happens with the track. It goes down a certain way, and then all of a sudden, what the hell's going on here? Hey. It basically goes to there, and then it goes to shit. But yeah, it's good to see that all modelled in, even though it's got some missing parts and that. It's good to see that you went to some sort of effort to put that environment in. You technically can, there is a couple of trips I do believe you can start from that way actually, because I think it's, in reality, it's a freight corridor, and you can run some freight. Where's my phone? It's here. We'll do some Stuttgart S-Bahn action. Yes, we'll do some Stuttgart S-Bahn action. So Dovetail once again broke a promise to you guys about getting a fix in prior to Christmas. I knew that would be a lie.
Security personnel.
G'day Railway Guy, how you going? Welcome aboard. Hopefully everybody had a good Christmas too, folks. So yeah, I had a pretty quiet one actually. I was at a mate's house, so I didn't have any family over. Well, I was originally going to have family over, but it all blew out last week. So yeah, things are completely different in my life now these days. So Gospel Oak is next. Change at Gospel Oak for the suffragette line. I'm quite surprised we didn't get a Thomas reveal actually this year, the season of reveals. I was thinking, oh, surely the Isle of Saw's going to be announced. No. I'm very excited for Medway though. Very excited. I know these boys are going to just... oh, look, I'll tell you right now, you PlayStation 4 and Xbox One players, don't expect the route. Don't expect it at all. If they somehow pull it off and it can go on there, then I'll be blown away. I'll be like, whoa. But I just know it's not gonna happen. These guys are hardcore. They're not gonna. It's no way it's gonna fit on it. If they teamed up with, like, say, Just Trains and got away from Dovetail, like, overall and did their own sim, I reckon we would have a proper railway sim. Hampstead Heath next. A couple stations to go. So this is expecting to get an extension, God knows when, if it'll be Train Sim World 6 or it will eventually move to Train Sim World 7, or, sorry, 8, 9, 10, doesn't matter. I would hope that we get a passenger problem fixed before it does release, because I'm worried that we're still going to have the same problems with just these diagram passengers on the stations, making it look like it's shiny, and it's not actually, because there's no passengers coming on and off the train, and if they were, they'll probably be standing in front of the doors. 5p with the landline and 10p with the mobile. It's not too bad. So with the Goblin line, naturally, this particular part just here is all modelled in, actually. I don't think the station's modelled in, but I know all the top roof and everything's all modelled in. So I always wondered if they were going to bring this in, actually. Yeah, so it sounds like these liveries are not for the AI only. It's looking like it is for your own train only. Unfortunately, folks, I'm going to have to take a break with the live stream very shortly. I will have to have a pause in the live stream. I'm not going. It's going to go on to a wheel of death. And do you remember the wheel of death in Train Sim World, folks? You might be still experiencing it on Creators Club, actually. But yeah, the wheel of death when Creators Club was first released. God, that was bedlam. But yeah, I had some mates coming over actually, so I didn't realise they were coming actually. But anyway, I'll take a quick break and then I will come back to the live stream. So I'm going to put it on pause, and then I'll come back as soon as I possibly can. It might even be half an hour. If it's more than half an hour, I will press it. I will press the stop button, and I'll set up another stream for later on this evening. So I just got the word just now about it. I do apologise. I didn't realise this was happening. Sort of to the point where it's sort of peed me off now. I want to enjoy myself and have some fun on the game. Can I? No, because I've got bloody mates who want to come over. They probably want to drag me fishing. I know for a fact they want me to go fishing. So these are the stations that are going to be coming to the game, folks, by the way. I would have loved to have seen Shepherd's Bush and Olympia, which is actually Westfield London's station. And then you got, is it Kingston, Olympia? I think one of them's a Westfield station. I know that, Westfield London. But then you got Acton Central, South Acton. One of them goes over to the Great Western Railway, by the way. Which is the remaster coming up. Kew Gardens, Richmond. And then you got Gunnersbury, which is obviously the direct line is off that too, so. Yeah, with the Great Western Remaster, there's a lot of different liveries in it that are not going to have the real logos and everything on them. Now, if you are a rail fan like me, you know what liveries they are in real life. So we would hope that we would have the same treatment as the West Coast Mainline Birmingham Crew route, where we will have a modder bring us the branding for those trains. And I probably lean towards more so than not that it will happen. It's how long after release will we get it? I don't know. We're pretty quick with getting a mod release with the branding patch with West Coast Mainline Birmingham Crew, so we would hope we get the same treatment. That'll be quick. So yeah, first Great Western is one of the liveries. I know the Argala is one of the liveries. Heathrow Express is another. The underground liveries are legit, so we don't have to worry about that. Same with the Great Western. We know the farewell pack's coming. A lot of people were quite surprised probably about the Swallow being added to that. Because as far as we've been aware, the Swallow, the inner city, has not been licensed. Well, a lot of people think it's not licensed, but I've been wanting the Swallow in the game for so bloody long for the HST. So getting that in is absolutely just mind-blowing. Well, obviously, we've had Credits Club content and mods installed in the past with the Swallow. But to have the Swallow legitimately in the game now is just absolutely mind-blowing. I'm such a fan of that livery, I always have been. Very similar in colour with the original XPTs here in Australia. Particularly wants to know what sort of route. I did ask anybody if they wanted a certain route on the gameplay, but obviously do not ask for Sandpatch Grey because I'll definitely say no. Well, that one was more appropriate. I think I pulled up a bit too short on the last one. What are these poofters? Yeah, it would be interesting to see. I got the this particular mod from the trainsimcommunity.com. It'll be interesting to see if someone can answer, because I'm not a member of the site. I've just yeah, a few of my accounts have been banned, so I'm worried they'll ban me IP. So I don't bother with it anymore. I know Dovetail have banned my IP. Well, Dovetail have banned my IP a couple times in the past, and they've unbanned it now, but they've banned my IP for a certain time period a couple times in the past. And it's true, folks. If you're somebody like myself that has complained about certain issues with Train Sim World in the past, and the answer is, "Oh, we're going to ban you from the forum," then that just proves to me and it proves to everybody that they don't give a shit about the community, and they're not truly rail fans. They're only in it for the money, and they're trying to make out that they're rail fans, but they're not. All right, I can understand. Matt, he's definitely a rail fan. You can see that a mile away. He's just, you know, his passion's been in that for quite a long while. But if you seriously were passionate about your community and your fan base and your actual people that make you money, then you will fix the problem. You would stop developing shit and actually concentrate on actually hiring a team of XPTs, not high school leaving nerds from the gutter that know shit from ship and ship from shit. You would hire a team of XPTs, a proper expertise team. I'll probably hire some people from Just Trains, to be brutally honest. They freaking know what they're doing. So yeah. Well, that's what the preservation crew back in the days was built there for. It was put in there for a certain reason, and they got rid of it. And it was like, well, why couldn't you just move that team to a fixing team, like a proper fixing team, and it's not going to take forever to fix the problem, you know? No, it doesn't matter how much we say and how much we say, oh, you should do things this way, that way. It just goes out one ear and out the other. They don't bother really, truly listening to the community. And that's why I don't even bother with the Q&A, like, feedback and survey shit and all that. It doesn't matter what comes from that. It always gets ignored, no matter what. But we know, all right. I have to give them this, they are trying to fix these problems, but it's basically at a stage now where it's like, oh, we're concentrating on the blurred textures more so at the moment, so this is the main area we're concentrating on fixing. Everything else is getting ignored. So that's a bad thing, because we're getting more releases, we're actually getting more stuff built up, and it's just gonna sit there and build up more shit again for future content, and it could pull the trigger and make that worse. So yeah, when you're buying DLCs, you have to stop and really think now, oh, hang on, that other DLC that came out had that problem, it's going to be the same for this one, so it's not technically worth getting, because they haven't bothered fixing it. So yeah, we really got to stop looking at that now. Unfortunately. So I'm hopeful that they won't release this extension until we have a passenger problem fix and the blurred texture problem fix. So yeah, I sort of say I prefer this to actually release on Train Sim World 7 and 6. Because yeah, by the time, I reckon one of the features for Train Sim World 7 will definitely be a whole new passenger system. The blurred textures problem might be still going on, and they'll probably have to come up with another fix for Train Sim World 7. All right, there we have it. Our first trip here today. So yeah, I apologise for raving on, but hey, it's you know, it has to be talked about, because with people like myself that have been like a veteran for quite a long time and know the ins and outs of the dovetail business, even though I'm not a ambassador or don't have any contact with dovetail whatsoever, just somebody that's experienced in the gaming, in video gaming. Like, I've been playing video games since I was 4 years old. I'm 43. I'm 44 next year. So, yeah, almost 40 years of experience. Simulation since 1989. you can say that, I've got a lot of experience under my belt to know what I'm talking about. So when it comes to certain games, they're frustrating. Metro Rivals is another one coming next year. God knows how many problems will come from that. But technically, this is technically the because it's built on the Unreal Engine 5. This is basically the pill for the next train simulator game. God knows what Dovetail's going to call it. I'd probably say to you guys, I'll be honest, with Dovetail's next train game, I think World of Trains is a perfect name for the game. The reason why I would say World of Trains, I've been doing the Wednesday traditional live stream of midweek World of Trains since Train Sim World 2. And I just think World of Trains makes a lot of sense. You know, they do trains from Germany, UK, and US mainly, but they're starting to broaden their bands more so now. And I think World of Trains makes a lot of sense. I think, you go from Train Sim World. I think keeping the world name is one thing I think they should do. So World of Trains would be more of a idea for them to do it. And if they do hear this and say World of Trains, well, you must get permission by me and give me royalty. Make me the Australian, the Sydney Australia ambassador, not the Melbourne ambassador like Train Simulator. All right. He specializes in Steam, where I specialize in passenger EMU, high speed. Right. So I'll check out crew and see if there's any special liveries on here. I don't think there is. I'm just going to go to the website for a second. Just give me a second. I'm just going to quickly go to the Train Sim website. I'm going to the trainsimcommunity.com. And if you go to the little man on the top, you just click on that, and then you'll go to the recent updates or latest editions. And you'll see the Electrostar expansion pack, ladies and gentlemen. This is by 750V Studios, BOA, Swing Swong, Ted, and the Dimera 11. So these are the developers behind this one. The Electrostar is one of the most exclusive families of EMUs in the UK, mainly operated around London. This is a very exercise pack that adds many more varieties of the Electrostar family to the Train Sim World experience. 36 liveries across 5 separate classes, 14 Electrostar classes, updated cab systems and functionality, more features coming soon, and applies to the new variants only. Okay. Modified passenger saloons with 6 new seating liveries and approved interior models. Aurora refurbishing, including exterior and interior changes to the GTR basic base Electrostars. Change the coupler textures to some of the liveries to reflect and represent their newly aged and unused condition. And assembly functionality of the DOO monitors. As you can see, the monitors were coming on and off throughout the thing. Yes, in reality they actually show cameras, but yeah, you can see that was showing in the one that I had on then. So known issues with this particular route are the TPWS panel in the 379 cab doesn't light up. The class 379 can still receive power from third rail and will be by default. The light track on the Aurora refurbishing units doesn't light up. The class 377/2 and the 377/5 defaults to AC. The 379 and 387 defaults to DC off. The 378 25th anniversary Transport for Wales livery wrapping on the door cabs disappears when not at really close distance. Okay. The Aurora refurbishing monitors are currently static and somewhat functionality as mirrors. And the DOO monitors are very slightly dodgy. Very slightly. This route requires, the London Brighton Southern 377/1 and 377/6 and all 378 and 379 varieties. Credits to Speedy Heath for the 378 liveries used in his pack, and Charlie for donating the 377/7 textures to use for the 377/6. And Jonathan's, which is a credible trains for assisting with the 378. So he's also been involved with this particular mod. So there you go. It tells you the different liveries you need. You need the East Coast Way timetable by Too Tall Taylor, even though hasn't been updated since Transfer World 4. It still works fine. Yep, all good. And there's a few comments. Do note the 377 livery on the top is blue. In reality, it's grey. We know that. It's been fixed in the next update, according to the modder. And there's a few people saying most hype. And also KCR, which is KCRC Railway, which has actually been a modder for Train Sim World in the past, he's most hyped about this one as well. Okay. So the different liveries we have, we have in the 375. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the train depot. So you'll see the different liveries we have here for the 378. So they have the Transport for Wales 378. Actually, you know what we'll do? This will be the best thing. Let me just go to here for a second. There might be some things that we have to unlock. There we go. Stuttgart. Stuttgart Festival. I need also one thing I have to unlock. That's the bloody dragon statue. Damn it. Come on, get in there. Ah, you son of a bitch. All right. Creators Club. So what I'll do, I'll go to Formation Designer, and I'll just make a fake one. All right, and I'll go to Formation Build, add official. So we'll go 378. We'll show you guys the different liveries, hopefully. Is it not showing it? No, it's not showing it. All right, that's all good. I didn't know about that. I don't, like I said, I don't really do too much with trains these days. It's more with trucks. More with trucks these days than railway. Right. So yeah, there's a 25 years of Transport for Wales edition. There's the Lisa Mobile, the 5-car sticker. There's the Transport for London revisited design. There's a Pride version. There's a 5-car wrapping train as well. There's a 5-car with loaded and just a standard. Okay. It's all different liveries for that, which is good. Looks like all different stuff for that. Unbranded as well. Wow. There it is, the 377 with the blue livery. Very good. Get out. Are you serious? Okay. This will be interesting. All right. 377 on Southeastern High Speed. Wow. Okay. Winter Sale on Steam. Frankenbarn. And the game has crashed to me. Of course. Alright. Back in a second. Hey, Dave. Oh. Don't know why. It could be the mod, I don't see. I don't think it'll be the mod. Just does this from time to time. I've been really thinking of using the manager, but just having the other app there and having that on at the same time is just gonna be a prick, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's right. Yeah. Should be. Sorry. Okay, just loading back into the game. I do apologise for this. Here we go. That's what happens when I want to do something. I want to do something for the game, and it decides to do that. If it happens again, there should probably be an issue with the mod, which I don't understand because it was fine there on the capital star. So we'll try again. I'll go Southeastern High Speed again. I'll go full timetable. I'll go to 377 again. I'll go the... I'll just go this one. I'll do the 14 hours one. See how we go. I will put it on this screen while we're waiting, just in case it does crash the game again to the desktop. Yep, no, all good. We're on. So IP40 with 377, and this is a Southern. Southeastern, sorry. Not a Southeast, Southern. It's a Southeastern. Can you believe it? Holy shit. It's like Train Sim Classic. TPWS and AWS operational. Right, done. Right. It is going to London, Victoria in reality. Oh. Yep. Oh, that's right. It wasn't built that time. We do have the... Do have that on, which is good. See what they look like in real inside. See if they have the yeah, they still got the Southeastern livery inside, unfortunately. Yeah, southern. Sorry, my apologies, not southeast. We've got a southeast special livery outside, but inside is the southern livery, unfortunately. (377/5). ECU165 sound modded, of course. Is there a reason why it's not moving? Okay, I think I know what's going on. There we go. You need to activate the DC mode. So that's quite interesting, actually, because that gives you a full simulation experience. Actually having to set it up from it's a cold, what we call a cold start. So that's cool. I like that. It's a full hard start. Awesome. I'm surprised the doors opened, actually, if that was the case. Is a 4-car variant. 4-car variant. These are the stations along the way. Well, the movie in the cinemas might be better than the damn one that's on Home and Away, because for fact, a train doesn't roll in a tunnel. What is it? Train dreams or pets on a train? Train dreams. Looks like it could be the one. Is it supposed to be? Something's not really, it's not my style of movie. My style of movie is something really funny, like a police academy or something like that. Going to take the live logo off, and I'm also going to take the webcam off and let you guys enjoy. As my mates are going to be here very soon, so I don't want to be on the camera if, you know, they're going to cause some chaos in the background. Probably stir up the pot, knowing those idiots who, well, they're not idiots, but knowing my mates, are, you know, they're going to get on and start causing some rowdy chaos. That's going to get me in the trouble. So, whoops. That's not the button I wanted. I just spotted the damn train now. Great. Hopefully it spuds before I get to the platform, which it will, which is good. It's just way behind now on the timetable. Great. We are live, don't worry, we're still live. I was just taking away the logo. That's all it's done. See, this is how the passenger system needs to be, you know? All the passengers coming on the platform or at the platform already, waiting for the train. That's the way it goes. And behind the gap as well. Oh, some of them are. Some of them. The gap is actually too far forward on this one, actually. look how way back the gap is, like the line. Like, hello, how much room do you want to give everybody? Like, the line is way here where it should be here, you know, at the start of these tiles here, not over here. And now they're standing in front of the doors as, yep. So that never used to happen on Train Sim World 2 on this route either. That's why I don't really want to bother anymore, just looking at the passengers coming off the train, because it's just too annoying. It's too off-putting for the community. But you have to show, look, I'm somebody that's not going to shy away from that, you know. I'd rather the community know about the problems, and I'll show you the problems, you know. Like some people like the British Ace, as you see, they don't normally, you know, go outside the cab, you know, because they don't like showing you the problems, because obviously they work for Dovetail, they're ambassadors, that's, you know, their job. But it's actually lying to their viewers, you know. I'd rather be brutally honest with my viewers and tell you, hey, you know, this is what the game really is. And I'm not going to shy away from it. I'm a person that's actually honest and don't want to bullshit the community. Singapore next stop, and that is in 2 miles. And do note that this Electro Star is sound modded by TSW 165. The sounds are you hearing are being recorded off a real Electro Star in real life, and edited through his editing sound program. And yeah, ET165 has been a modder for quite some time in the community. You know, it's not too much active these days, but he's been modding for Train Sim World for many years now, and been very reliable, very reliable. At first, I really wasn't a big fan of his mods and didn't really understand his the sounds and everything at the time. I just thought they were quite annoying and really loud with some of them. And it turns out, you know, when you do your research and you dig in more, they actually, yeah, it just proves me wrong. You know, I massively apologised for it at the time. I said, you know, now I've dug more into it and done my research and everything. It's, yeah, no, it's just, you can't live without him. You know, it's just amazing experience. I wish I could say the same over here. It's quite cool, quite cool. It was only 19 degrees yesterday here in Sydney. It was like a winter's day. People in jumpers and stuff. I've seen, you know, some people that you would see with just singlets and that this time of year with jumpers on. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? I didn't even, you know, it didn't really get to me until late last night, and then I got in my my Russian coat last night. It was that cold in the house. Got one of those beautiful Russian fur coats. You know, absolutely comes in handy in winter because I fucking hate winter. I can't stand the cold. But yesterday was actually a pleasant change because we've had, you know, especially the last week, we've had upwards to 43 Celsius. Yeah, it's really hot. It's 110 Fahrenheit in the US. So yeah, it's very, very hot. And then we've had massive change in the weather. I listened to the New Year's Eve Sydney fireworks soundtrack earlier today. Actually, it's going to be quite cool. Actually, a little bit of indigenous style to it. Actually, it's dancey. I'll tell you that, Raj. It has a really interesting countdown in it. I know that. And yeah, I sort of pictured it in my head the way the fireworks were going to go off the bridge. Just knowing the beat and how the fireworks react and stuff. Once again, somebody that's very experienced with Sydney New Year's Eves is myself. In the past, I've been to, the first one I went to was the 1996 New Year's fireworks in Sydney Harbour. That was the first ever year they launched a 24-inch shell on the harbour. They don't do that these days because there's a height limit and limit of the size of the fireworks there has to be. But back then they had a 400 metre high firework, the width of the harbour bridge. It was nothing like it. It's insane. If you've seen a 24-inch shell go off before, you know what I'm talking about. So it's yeah, crazy. But yeah, soundtrack sounds good this year. I have a feeling they're going to actually launch one of the waterfalls in halfway through the show. Because, yeah, the way that the beat was sort of going, I'm thinking, oh, that's a waterfall moment. And there's apparently 2 waterfalls this year. So I thought, well, maybe they're doing one halfway through and then they're going to do it at the end. Vita Mahjong keeps sending me messages. I swear to God, I'm just turning notifications off for that. Yeah, it's supposed to be quite balmy on New Year's Eve actually, which is yeah, it's going to be quite pleasant. We've got a lot of people in the area where I go to for New Year's Eve. They always like fireworks, yeah. Which is typical of the suburbs, you know. Always, you know, doesn't matter where you're gonna have a go to party and stuff. Surely somebody's lighting some fireworks around the area. Yeah, I let the idiots do it, you know. Let them get in trouble. I used to have a permit. I used to do it every New Year's Eve. You know, when I used to come back from the fireworks, yeah, I used to. Get a permit for every New Year's or
the day before, whatever, and I used to do the fireworks in the area. But yeah, I always, never got in trouble because it was always approved by the council and shit. So. It was like KDB Pyrotechnics in Australia. That's one thing I'll be looking forward to next year, the PGI in Wisconsin. That'll be really cool. Looking forward to seeing the videos for that again from Dan Fireworks and KDB Pyro. Newton is now stop coming up here. Is that the Halloween one? It is too. I didn't know I still had that installed. Lol. Gotta get rid of that. It looks hectic though. It looks like a monster coming down the rails. Little moon in the sky there. Yeah, so I'm on a holiday at the moment. I've got my daughter for the 6 weeks school holidays. I'm technically out of commission until the start of February. But I will be having the second week of January off from looking after my daughter. And plans are we'll be getting back into full swing mode with truck spotting that particular week. So yeah. A spec episode, there's going to be 2 videos before the 2026 kicks in, which originally I was only going to do the 1 video, but because it's so massive, I've had to split it into 2 videos. So there's going to be around about, all up around about 100 minutes of the best of 2025 from Don's Truck Spotting Australia, in 2 separate videos, and I've posted the first part today, which will premiere on Monday, the 29th of December 2025 at 4 PM Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time, and the second part will be at the same time on New Year's Eve, and then we'll have episode 111 of Don's Truck Spotting Australia around the second week of the of January, so look forward to that. So in regards to Train Sim World, we should be expecting a live stream in the late half of January, which will be our first one for the year. So like I said, we're more so going to be concentrating on streaming next year, just with, releases of DLCs and slowing right down on the content in general for Train Sim World. This will be uploaded videos, the introduction tutorials. There's sort of, there's multiple people out there that do those. I technically, over that stage now, posting that up. It doesn't give me enough views to really bother. I'd rather bother on content that actually works than content that doesn't work. Even streaming in general, you know, it just really technically doesn't really give me anything. Where, you know, a 10-second short gives me, you know, 100 times more to 200 times more views than what a freaking live stream or uploaded video would. The truck spotting side of it's not so bad, you know, the view base is quite well. It's it could be way better, of course. Like the likes of you know, Truck Arch in Australia, you know, over in South Oz. It does the amazing content over in South Australia and the Outback and everything. You know, I just highly appraise that dude so much. M1 Truck Spot is another great fella, but he mainly concentrates on doing stuff on the Facebook, on his Facebook page. Avrat, he basically concentrates on doing video, just actual photography, not videos at all. I don't understand why he doesn't though, but yeah, that's one area I'm quite surprised he doesn't do, is video photography. On, yeah, he shows his face and everything, so I don't see why he shouldn't not choose to go down that avenue, but it's all good. I would definitely say to get involved in the video side, video photography side, not just the photography side. iPhone works quite well. I have plans to get a microphone for the iPhone next year. I'm going to try that out and see how that goes. Especially with me going around Australia more so next year with the truck spotting and other parts of New South Wales and whatnot. Not just concentrating on the Sydney Basin. So don't mind if I do truck spotting areas that other truck spotters might truck spot in. You know, I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes or anything. I have the same passion as what you do, and you know, it's not a competition to me. It's, you know, it's not trying to be the number one and the best or anything like that. I do it because I have a passion, deep passion for it, and you know, it's just, I absolutely adore it. You know, I'm out there doing it for the community with the videos and everything, but it's genuine what I do. I'm not doing it just to try to make views or money or anything. It's not, you know, all right, of course I'm trying to make money, you know, more so next year because of my fucking daughter going to high school the following year, and she's in Catholic school, and I need the money for Air Mac, which is $2.5 grand. It's not cheap, but I do this because, you know, it's a genuine, deep passion I have, and I grew up in the trucking industry, and yeah, the trains I do is because I have a massive, deep history of trains as well, and I have a passion for trains. Actually, when I was growing up, actually, I wanted to be a train driver. It was true. It was an actual true story. I wanted to be a train driver, but yeah, got into trouble and everything, and it's absolutely destroyed that. So, yeah. You got to be young these days to really get into the trains and that. And they also hire imports more so. Yeah, cheap labour. Oh, hang on, I'm speeding, slow down. We're up to Gillingham already. Oh, that was Raymond back there, wasn't it? Yeah. So we've got Gillingham, Chatham, and Rochester to go. Now, don't get the Chatham confused with the Morristown line one as well, folks. The Morristown line I did explain to you guys, even before the Morristown was announced or whatnot, that yeah, there is a Chatham in the US on the Morristown line, and I explained to you guys for quite some time actually before they even officially announced Morristown as a DLC, let alone being a core DLC, about the Morristown line and the stations along there and stuff, and said to you guys they got Orange on there, which is very close to home as well. It's part of out in the west in New South Wales, over the mountains, and you got the Morristown line station, Morristown, and then you got a few other ones with Morris, and you obviously a couple Orange stations, and they had Chatham there as well, so. And close to Dovetail as well, because Chatham is the station that's a couple miles from the Dovetail headquarters. Is that a 377? Oh no, Class 66. Soon to be replaced with a Class 90. Yay! Like about time. And of course we've got mods on this game as well, on this route. Let's get the Metro paper. And Coca-Cola vending machine. And is that old now? Even got the old 007. And if you have just joined us, we are rolling with the Southeastern High Speed with the brand new Electro Star Expansion Pack mod, ladies and gentlemen, for PC. And we're rolling with the 377 Southeastern. So we've got 3 mods in one in this one. We've got this modded 377. We've got a 377 sound mod, and also the enhancement pack for the Southeastern High Speed. Class 700 at the station there. I'm not sure if that's sound modded still or not, actually. I'll have to double check and see if I've got a sound mod for the 700. There's one particular train I haven't taken for quite some time, actually. And yes, I'm seeing passengers coming off the front there. Yes, I know. This is one of the other issues that the system has, the passenger system has. It's a core issue, and Dovetail have
They've got their current plans to be working on fixing it, but we know the blurry textures is their major issue at the moment. I just think there's a lot of issues with the core in general. I'll be brutally honest with you guys. I think a lot of the issues with passengers and everything really started kicking in when Rush Hour got released, but also when they run the new Skybox in. I just think, since the environmental cloud system and everything came in, I think that's where a lot of the technical, graphical issues with the game really started. I think it's really got something to do with the light baking they're actually doing. Now we know this section is actually getting updated for the Medway, and it's good to see. And speaking of updating, what the hell? Okay. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what has changed down through here, actually, when they do it. See, what has changed and looking better and all that stuff. Especially with it being 2025 timetable, I'm pretty sure they're doing it on it. So it's current, recent timetables. By the time it releases, obviously, there might be a 2026 timetable and updated and whatnot, but... I don't see why the modders wouldn't push out a updated timetable if they say wanted to do that. I think the community would be quite happy if they did that, actually. Might use the same stock, but obviously have an alternative timetable to 2025. It could be a 2026 one. It'll be a little bit different. If there's major changes, then it would probably benefit more so. But if there's only slight changes, maybe I would leave it. I wouldn't bother. There's be better ways to spend the time and effort in building a mod timetable. Would be nice to see a hamstruck around rule one actually, where you have the ICE and that come back into it. Good. Seems the ICE is going to be in the second part of the hamstrucker. Alright, so there we have it. I'll bring myself back in the camera here. G'day, g'day, g'day. We have a gold medal there in the end. Very lovely, doubly. Okay. Winter sale on for Dovetail Games. It is the winter sale on Steam, actually, at the moment, which is the summer sale here in Australia. Okay. This is the final live stream of Train Sim World 6 for 2025. This is the end of Train Sim World 2025 special. It's not the end of Train Sim World overall. And I'll be back in a second, folks. Don't go anywhere. I'm just going to check something. I'll be back shortly. Okay. Hope you've been enjoying the stream so far. I'm just taking a little break here at the moment. I just had to use the restroom and went outside and gave my doggy a pat. She decided to roll over and want a belly rub like always. Typical red-nosed pit bull. She's very lovable, very lovable. But she's very aggressive. She hates cats. So do I. Time for a bit of German action. How about that, eh? Probably everybody's probably going to go now because I said Deutsche Bahn. I don't know what's with people there. Why don't you like Deutsche Bahn content? Like, seriously, what is wrong with Deutsche Bahn content? We have the brand new Stuttgart round, actually. I'm a big fan of this one. So we're going to be doing some 425 action. And we've got a special creators paint job for this, hopefully. Doesn't crash the game. It's 20 hours 17. I'll do this one in July. We're going to do a bit of light cloud with this one, a bit of wind. So we hope you do enjoy. Hopefully, we'll be all safe and sound on this one. I shall get rid of my camera again. There we go. Au revoir. And hopefully, it won't cause any issue. Last time, I think I remember rightly, I did this paint job and it decided to crash the damn game. It's frozen in it at the moment. Okay, all right. So it is a nighttime trip. How's that a Creators Club train? Ah, it's got the logo on the side. There we go. Ah, that's what it is. I'm thinking, what? There's nothing different with it. Nothing different with it at all. You know me, I don't mind these nighttime trips, especially when you got the special skybox, and it looks like the old Train Sim World 2 skybox. Don't need that on. Passenger lights, of course. Cab light. We could technically have that on. Make it a bit more better for you guys. I will take away this and that. We'll shut the blinds behind me, and we're going to get ready to depart very shortly from here at Stuttgart. I do believe we're at Stuttgart. No, we're not. Oh, we're at the other station in the one in the middle. If I could see the name. Yeah, the Biddy, the Bliss and Jen. Lots of passengers, which is good. Passenger system's not too bad on this route, actually. There's one route that's actually, it does work quite well, but obviously there's the issues still of the standing in front of the doors and all that. It's, you know, it's nothing, like I said, it's a core issue. Just a couple stops along the way. I'll turn on CEF. Don't use PZB, so forget about that. And hope you do enjoy this Deutsche Bahn experience.
We're streaming upwards to 1440p at 60 frames per second HD quality, and also there'll be a full replay of this live stream added to our Train Sim World 6 past live streams playlist. I apologise, folks. We have technical difficulties with this at the moment. Don't know why it's doing this. So I did build the cache up on this route, so I don't understand. Does it delete the cache when you delete your web history, or you clear your disk space in the game, in the PC? Does it clear the cache out on this route, on this game? You think I would know that by now, but that's one question I've always been wanting to know. Because yeah, you always got to clean your disk space, you know, like, because PC builds up a lot of crap and stuff, and you always got to keep that up, you know. So I'm just wondering if it kills the Train Sim World cache. Fucking hell, it's doing that again. It's doing that damn thing where it was freaking jerking itself around corners. Don't forget, earlier today, if you're not aware, I posted up some new truck shorts as well to the YouTube channel. So currently got 4 brand new ones, I do believe, I posted earlier today. One was with the Mercedes-Benz Astro, one was with the T904, I actually seen the day before, actually. And then I've seen it again the first time I seen it on the 22nd, and then I've seen it again on the 23rd. So T904 was posted again the second time I seen it, and then I've seen a nice FH5, Volvo FH5 with a B double, with drop deck curtain cider lead and tag. Actually, I think the lead is actually a flat deck curtain cider, and the tag was a flat drop deck curtain cider. And I posted a nice day cab Mack Garnite truck with the containers trailer without the container. So I posted some of them, more ones up. And if you're not aware by now, I posted up the 2025 Kevin Waters towing service Christmas convoy for the kids. They do that in the back of Mount Druitt each year, in around Wayland and Tegea and Ropes Crossing and up around that area. And it's a wonderful little convoy that there's a fair few cars that are involved in it as well, but it's mainly just a community thing, and they throw out lollies for the kids and everything. They're pretty cool folks, and
Yeah, last year was very, very small because it was not long after Kevin Walters himself passed away. And yeah, the family was obviously, you know, grieving at the time. And, you know, out of respect, they actually got some other tow truck fellas in another company that to do it. And it was pretty small last year. But this year it was back to being not as big as it was a fair few years ago now. It was really cool when they had the big Kenworths. But, yeah, unfortunately now they don't have the Kenworths doing it. Still a good one anyway, but yeah, I posted up the convoy on the channel. It was a couple minutes long. And here we have a red signal. Fucking hell, I bet you I've got one of these ones where I've got to wait here for 5 bloody minutes. Oh, no. Hang on. No, we've got a train just up in front. That's what's causing it. Freight train. It is a freight, very heavily populated freight route, this actually. It's more of a freight corridor. It's one route that sort of does have... You think the passenger services would have the priority over freight, but this is one route that's actually the opposite. So that freight train in front is causing us to slow ourselves up. And yeah, just ignore the timetable on the top there because, yeah, this is not the first time I've had one where I've had to run late on the timetable due to freight train blocking our path, either from behind or in front. Like I said, this is more of a priority to the freight route than what it is to the passengers. Lugsweedberg is the next stop, and that is approaching in around a kilometre. Yeah, the next stop is Ludwigsburg. Yeah, it's platform 4. Just imagine if it said it like that. Unless she says something about eyeing a fart out or something. Or the elf, the farting elf or something. Sounded like an elf farting or something, yeah, on the Christmas show. I know that. If you watch the replay of my Christmas special this year, you'll see that I did this route, and I swear to God, the announcement said something about an elf farting in her face or something. What's this? a second, folks. Let's see if we can get the announcements going on it. Give me a second, folks. I'm just going to be back in a second. I just got to go and tell my dad something because, yeah, once again, my mates have said they're going to do something and then they're not doing it, so they can fuck themselves. I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, so our planned break though I was going to do with my mates coming here, but is not happening now, folks. So we don't have to worry. We can continue streaming as much as we want. So the good news is there. Our chat is open to subscribers only. Currently on the Stuttgart route, we're doing a evening service. I'm a big fan of this route. I really enjoy it. I always wanted Stuttgart in the game, but this actually particular route, I didn't really do too much research for Stuttgart, but I had a couple ones that I was looking at were quite interesting. One of them was 1 to all, and sort of went, east and then sort of started going south, and I was quite interested in that one. Wasn't really thinking about this one, actually. No, I was looking at the old, the way the old Stuttgart was and stuff as well. So I wasn't really thinking, oh, they're not going to pull the trigger on Stuttgart 21. If they were going to do that, there'll be a big, long, fast section of it, So technically, the new Stuttgart station was more so built for the, I think it's the Free Countries high-speed line they're doing. It's going to obviously be building sections. I wonder how the career's going. Probably knowing the bloody way the game's gone, England's probably got bloody 9 wickets fucking out. I don't really give a shit, to be honest. Nah, they got the game won. Alright, we're a kilometre away from the Stuttgart station. Okay, we are at Stuttgart, Hauptbahnhof. The old station here, yeah. Eat very good, yeah. All right. It is a nice station. I don't mind it. I like it old school, you know. It's really cool.
Gleis 7 steht SE nach Stuttgart Hauptbahnhof. Abfahrt 20:39 Uhr.
Something about a fart making it drowsy. No, it's not about a fart. Okay, no worries, no worries. There we have a gold medal on that one. That was very, very cool. So yeah. Speaking of cool, just one of my girlfriends just sent me something she's getting made up, reminding her of her pride and joy, her lovely doggy, who unfortunately she lost earlier here in 2025. So yeah, she got a lovely shirt made up of him. Memory is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So yeah, all right. Let's continue now. Let's make things more happy. There's a lot of things that have happened here in 2025 we don't really want to talk about. It's not a time and place for it. There's a place for entertainment and enjoyment, an escape from reality. That's what it's all about. Australia Worldwide Entertainment, your entertainment destination down under. You're with the Aussie Don, the Godfather. G'day, mate. Thank you very much for joining me. Let me bring myself back in the rear here, and yeah, I'm here, ready to go. All right. Let's bring to you some West Coast Mainline Birmingham crew action. It's been a while, been a few days since I've done anything for this. Sorry, I just had to burp. I just get rid of the evidence. All right, 28 minutes service sounds delightful. Birmingham New Street to Wolverhampton. Lovely, lovely. All right, let's do this one in July. Nice clear day, 20 degrees. Good stuff. All right, let's get rid of the camera. Do note if the game crashes to the desktop again, we'll load it back up. We're ready to rock and roll. Connor says it's very hot in South Australia today. Hey Siri, what is the temperature in Adelaide, South Australia? 31 degrees. So it's not too hot. That's not what you call hot. Very hot is when it's 35 plus. TPWS not by days directional. Driver ID, just all random numbers, and 69. Okay, done. Slap that on there, and slap that in there, in the gear, in the rear. Have announcements been turned off or something? Oh no, they're not. They wouldn't be because I just had them on. I just had them on there. Yeah, they're all sweet. I was thinking, hang on, we're here at the station and.
The London North Western Railway livery, legit, with the mod there. That one's heading to Liverpool. We're going in as far as Wolverhampton, so we'll be going into the station that terminates. So that's going our way as well, so we've got to be aware of that. That's going to be in front of us. So that could cause some problems, actually. It could actually make us fucking delay, because we're 30 seconds away from departure. Shut those doors now and get ready for that. And hope you enjoy.
Service to Plymouth, calling at Cheltenham Spa, Bristol Parkway, Bristol.
Welcome aboard this West Midlands Railway service to Wolverhampton. We'll be calling at Smethwick Rolfe Street, Smethwick Galton Bridge, Sandwell and Dudley Port.
I keep forgetting about that bloody damn way they do that, where you got to unlock the doors again, even though you got them unlocked already in the first place. Like, seriously, they got to fix that.
With the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
It's very, very, yeah, Irish. Pardon the tense, but that's just, yeah, it's foreign.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police.
Yeah, after you're so used to the system, and then all of a sudden that happens. Don't worry, I wouldn't be the only one that's been caught out in that. Once again, like when we started today, it's a 4-car. So that was on a capital star. This is obviously a different beast.
A few passengers on the train. Now, in regards, ladies and gentlemen, to the Godfather's Freighter T-Liner Trailer Skins Pack 24, I was hopeful to get it out before the end of the year. Unfortunately, now it's going to be delayed until January. So there's no confirmed date at the moment, but including all my mods that are currently in the works, there is no confirmed dates. So yeah, from here on in, I can't give you guys a official date. They'll be out when they're out and when they're ready. So that'll be moving forward. So just to obviously give you guys more clarification, the best way you can be notified is to become a subscriber and continue to check out Community Wall, because that's where all the mods get announced, and links to the mods themselves. And all my mods under my label, the Godfather's Mods Company, get added to the modhub.us. So if they don't get put on there, and sometimes they can reject the mods, I'll put them on my personal page of mega.nz. I'll also leave links for those as well, so you can download them no matter what. So.
Please mind the gap when leaving the train.
In regards to people continuing to ask me about RTA mods content, please, once again, I have to remind you guys, do not ask me for any of the trailers or the trucks, folks. They are paid mods. They are, if you want to get the mods, go to the RTA mods website and purchase them. They send them through. If you don't get them sent through, send them an email and ask them to send them via a mega.nz file. And obviously say your name and everything, give them the receipt details and all that. Always take a photo of it. Do note the modder is in Ukraine, folks. He has family members looking after the ship, and they can only send the files when they possibly can, because they are in a war zone. Do understand.
This is Smethwick.
For the 0813 West Midlands Railway service to Wolverhampton, calling at Smethwick Galton Bridge, Sandwell and Dudley.
Fortunately, this is another route that suffers with the problem with the passenger behaviour. So this is why we desperately need a fix.
0813 West Midlands Railway service to Wolverhampton, calling at Sandwell and Dudley Port, Tipton, Cozen, and Wolverhampton. Will passengers intending to travel on the service please join the train now, as it is ready to leave. Platform 2 for the 0813 West Midlands Railway service to...
Welcome aboard this West Midlands Railway service to Wolverhampton. We'll be calling at Smethwick Galton Bridge, Sandwell and Dudley, Dudley Port, Tipton, Cozen, and Wolverhampton. Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it? Say it. Sorted.
We are now approaching Smethwick Galton Bridge. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs. This is Smethwick
0815 West Midlands service to Wolverhampton, calling at Sandwell and Dudley, Dudley Port, Tipton, Cozen, and Wolverhampton.
Welcome aboard this West Midlands Railway service to Wolverhampton. We'll be calling at Sandwell and Dudley, Dudley Port, Tipton, Coseley, and Wolverhampton. Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted.
We are now approaching Sandwell and Dudley. Please mind the gap when leaving the train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs. This is Sandwell and Dudley. Welcome aboard this West
Midlands Railway service to Wolverhampton, calling at Dudley Port, Tipton, Coseley, and Wolverhampton. The train at platform 2 is the 0818 West Midlands Railway service to Wolverhampton, calling at Tipton, Coseley, and Wolverhampton. Will passengers be taken?
We'll be calling at Dudley Port, Tipton, Coseley, and Wolverhampton. Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted.
So you might not be aware, or you might be aware by now, that this particular third party that did this particular route, working on the brand new route, which is going to break Just Trains' record for the biggest route length in Train Sim World for a UK route, and that is Trent Valley. Yes, West Coast Main Line. So technically, the only part we really sort of don't have now is where the train route breaks off heading to Birmingham. That goes through via the Birmingham International station. So that's the Birmingham Airport. So yeah, that's technically the only section we really don't have now. So I'm going to go flying through this station, unfortunately, it looks like.
I'm not going to be able to bring that up in time, so unfortunately we're going to have to go through. Not to worry.
Welcome aboard this West Midlands Railway service to Wolverhampton. The next stop will be Tipton. Welcome aboard this West Midlands Railway service to Wolverhampton. We'll be calling at...
I actually thought this station was Limpton when it first came out. I thought, oh, hang on, this is named after a tea. It's not, it's a Timpton.
Please familiarise yourself with the safety notices displayed throughout the train.
It's gonna be worse, it's gonna be titless.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text the British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it? Say it. Sorted.
We are now approaching Tipton. Please
Travelling
mind the
Adventures,
gap on
hello,
the
welcome.
train and step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
Definitely will not be stuffing this station up. I think it's not the first time I've actually gone past that station. I know there's one particular station along here that even Matt was struggling with before this was released. Actually, it couldn't stop in time.
Calling at Tosley.
And there's one of your typical dovetail problems back there. You can see that guy was stuck in the concrete. Yep, passenger problems. Oh, Voyager. Yep. Yeah, so Trent Valley coming into the game is going to break the record for the longest length of the West Coast Main Line again in Train Sim World. It's not the first time it's been broken, but it's going to break the record once again. And this is such a great section of the route coming out. Obviously, you're getting the station that I've been wanting for quite a long time, Rugby, into the game, which is great. The Trent Valley, the part that you see on the Cross City, we're finally going to be able to travel down. It's just a matter of when, not if, but when. You know, it was just a matter of time. But I didn't think we were going to get it this far. So getting it this particular far, and actually bringing the crew section, going to the crew I don't know about that part of it actually. Because it's already in the game, you technically would think, well, why would they add that part in? Why don't you just take it to Stafford and you could have put it, you know, your resources into something else, you know. Making the gameplay maybe more stable would have been the obvious thing, I would have said. But anyway, maybe a bigger timetable. Or, you know, kept that resources there so it wouldn't chew up as much memory. It would have been more sufficient, yeah. I would have actually done the right thing though. Instead of taking it to the crew, take it to the Stafford, the Stafford place, yeah. And then they could have put the loop in. They could have done the loop, and it would have been good to have that loop in. But anyway, they didn't go that way, and it would have made more sense too, because you could have had the bigger timetable for the 350 that does go up through the loop. But yeah, it's nice to be getting the little bit of section that I wanted for the south section in the first place, actually in the game. So they're gonna have to do a better job than what they did with this release, because this release there's still a lot that needs to be fixed. All right, there's nothing we can really do about the passenger behaviour problem. That's got nothing to do with the third parties or any of the releases. It's a core issue that Dovetail just to continue to ignore. The as much as the people continue to say say things in the surveys they continue to do and whatnot, and
We'll sort
Q&As and whatnot.
Say it.
If you start talking to them on the forums and that and start, you know, talking about the real hardcore issues, they just go ahead and ban you. And technically, in my eyes, that's just basically saying to the community, we don't give a fuck about you. All we care about is the money. And basically, recently they actually sort of did come out and confess about that they're all, yeah, we've got to pay the bills and all this shit. I thought that was a bit rude. I thought it was highly rude, to be honest. You go ahead and ban us all for, you know, what we truly want from the game. Instead of you continuing to blast us with fucking, you know, announcements here and there and new releases, we want you to stop the releases and really concentrate on fixing the fucking game, and then you can worry about your releases later, even if you bundle them up and smack them all in one go. Fuck, you know, like... If you fix the game and make the problems, and hire a team that actually is going to do their job properly instead of these school-leaving retards, which you can already see some of them, you know, fat-ass, lazy pieces of shit. You can already see that a mile away. What else does a person do when they sit on a computer? Lazy fat-ass. All right, I'm fat. Not fat, but fucking hell. I don't sit here on my ass all the fucking time and play games. Like I said, I do my outdoor stuff and my video photography and stuff. You know, I have my life. I've got my daughter, of course, you know. I get out there and spend time with my mates and that. And do my thing. So I did have plans to go to the fireworks on New Year's Eve this year in Sydney. I was going to do the video for that, for the channel and whatnot. But yeah, after what happened at Bondi, threw all the plans out the window. So it's definite not happening. I'm avoiding all those major parts of Sydney. And we'll leave it at that. We don't want to talk about it. We don't want anybody talking about it on the stream or anything like that. So it is what it is, what happened.
You see something that doesn't look right,
yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't want to put anything into it.
We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted.
Fortunately, we've got some... looks like I have had my my cache been destroyed, because I'm getting freezes here that I don't normally get. I might have to check my control panel, custom control panel, and see, because I got this new screen and everything. Maybe something's not right. What's going on there? I've been spud or something. What the hell did I do? That was weird. That was weird. Must have bumped the emergency button. I don't know what happened then. It was, yeah, okay, all good. I wasn't panicking about that anyway. I knew what to do. It was just, I must have bumped it on the keyboard.
You can definitely tell, you know, this time of the year I'm normally, you know, I'm on my holidays. So I technically am on my holidays, but I just thought I'll come in and do some gameplay. But yeah, I'm on my winding down period. This is the time of the year where I relax and just enjoy. I actually don't normally stream at this time of the year. I'm normally on a couple weeks holiday. I'm not worried about any of that these days. When you're alive, you gotta do things. That's it. When you're dead, you can just fucking relax in.
We are now approaching.
Don't worry.
Wolverhampton.
Don't
Please
think
mind
about
the
it while
gap
you are
between
alive.
the
Just
train
enjoy while you're
and
alive.
step onto the platform before removing heavy luggage and pushchairs.
Because eventually, in the end, you'll get one dickhead that just wants to fucking destroy everything. Coming into Wolverhampton very shortly. The section that's actually coming in the Train Sim world, actually, I've got it in Train Sim Classic, actually, so we might be able to swing something before the release, which is still a fair ways away, so. Well, you can't see me at the moment, because obviously I got the camera off. Yeah, I'm here. I'm alive. Whoop, hang on, slow down. We've got to stop at the S there. Done.
West Midlands Railway service to Wolverhampton. Calling at Wolverhampton only.
Yeah, that's something they need to fix as well, folks. They know about the terminating issue with the announcements. They are working on a fix. I'm not sure if they're going to back catalogue it or not, but yeah. Like I said to you, I wouldn't be surprised if there's major issues and technical issues with the announcements at launch. And yeah, they are, so nothing new. Pre-warned is all. Anyway, Metro Rivals coming 2026. I'm not sure if I'm going to pull the trigger at launch, actually. I might just wait for some feedback and see how it goes at launch. And if it looks like it's all right, then we'll pull the trigger. But yeah, I'm expecting there to be problems at launch. That's why I won't pull the trigger at launch, even if it is on sale. All right. Ooh, okay. Here we go now with a bit of Riviera line action. This is actually quite a good route. So yeah, I hope you enjoy.
Gonna be getting ready for departure very shortly. We got Derwish, Tigmouth, Newton Albert, Tor, Toddley, and Peyton. And we're due at Peyton just before the 1 p.m. Do note if you're watching on a mobile device, it is advisable to have the YouTube app installed to experience the best experience the game can buy. And you can have the option, just press on the little cog and turn it into the 1440p at 60 frames per second HD quality. Seriously, what the hell is that?
Something called Castaway on the game.
Castaway? It was like, bloody, where the hell are you, wait?
We are now approaching Dawlish.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down from the train.
Platform 1 for the 1229 Great Western Railway service to Paignton, calling at Teignmouth, Newton Abbot, Tor, Torquay and Paignton.
There's definitely something in my settings I need to have a look at, investigating to see why it's been freezing a lot. I built the cache up on this route in particular way so much that it doesn't really do it too much now. I don't know why it's doing it again. Like I said, I did delete my cleaning the disk. Does that clear the cache? That's what I'm wondering. Or is there something, because I got the new monitor, is there something in the control panel settings that I need to fix? And I'm thinking it might be that. So I've got to have a look at it when I stop streaming. So it wouldn't matter if I'm streaming or not. The game runs exactly the same, streaming or non-streaming. Very slight drop in frames, but not freezing wise. Still, yeah, we know about the poor optimization that Dovetail does.
Service to Payton, calling at Newton Abbot, Torquay, and Payton.
We'll be departing very shortly.
The next station is Newton Abbot. This is a Great Western Railway service to Payton.
And we're 2.8 miles away to our next stop. I've been streaming for over 3 hours now, and welcome aboard if you are just joining us. My name is the Aussie Don. I am a Train Sim World OG, and welcome aboard to our coverage of our final Train Sim World Livestream of 2025. In 2025, we've been playing Train Sim World 5, and we moved to Train Sim World 6. God knows we shouldn't, but anyway, we say that every year. And just playing some of the great routes and trains, and we kicked off the stream with looking at the brand new Electro Star expansion pack deal, brand new mod for PC players for Train Sim World like myself. And yeah, it's not a bad expansion pack. We played a couple of the trains in it today with a 377 on the Southeastern High Speed and the special phone livery design on the Capital Star 378. So we've done a couple of trips today. So on the London Overground and Southeastern High Speed. We've done some Stuttgart action as well today. Some West Coast mainline Birmingham crew, and now we're on the Riviera route. So currently on our 5th trip. And the service we are doing is the 2T16 Part 2. Now, by my calculations, that red signal in front should be released before we come upon it. Approaching Newton Abbot.
We are now approaching Newton Abbot.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down from the train.
Platform 1 for the 1242 Great Western Railway service to Paignton, calling at Torquay and Paignton.
Stand clear. Doors closing.
The next station is Tor. This is a Great Western Railway service to Paignton.
Towards our next stop, 3.6 miles. So the main line goes down that way, and now on the other part of the route. We're on the Riviera line if you just joined us. Class 1. It's a beautiful train here. Class 150. Great Western Railway livery. Should be a couple uploaded videos I still haven't posted up from my Stuttgart gameplay. So I should get those ready in time for you to enjoy. I might actually post them up for New Year's Eve for you guys. So you got a little bit of entertainment for New Year's Eve. There'll be some new American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator content as well in Munster. And I can confirm that I'm still in the works of the Euro Truck Simulator, the Godfather's Euro Truck Simulator 2 Road Network Pack. And I just recently completed Switzerland. So there's a bunch of real companies and brands and that for the Switzerland part. So when you drive into Switzerland in the game, you'll see all the wonderful trailers and box trailers, fuel tankers, dumpsters, you name it. The glass trucks.
as well as some other great content throughout the Switzerland map on the game. And got skins for Belgium currently built and completed, as well as Austria. And still need to build some for the UK and Germany and a few of the other countries. Not all the countries will be involved in the first for the release version, but we'll gradually, just like the American Truck Simulator Road Network pack that I built earlier here in 2025, it will take some time to get everything into the game. And do note the recent releases won't be activated. Unfortunately, there's been an issue this time around with the release of New Orleans that hasn't spawned the skins in to the state only. So unfortunately, I don't know what's going on there. Roadside haven't given me any reply or anything about it. So seems to be a technical problem there, or maybe a coding issue or something that has changed and they don't know, or something going on. Anyway,
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform.
we'll get it officially properly in there some point in 2026. Chris J, welcome aboard.
This is Tor. This is a
50. Great Western Railway service to Payton, calling at Torquay and Payton.
Imagine if it did that and one of the passengers jumped. They'll probably bring back the jetpack issue if that happened. Well, that's what I said to you. Basically, started the passenger behaviour issues was when we had the passengers flying into the air, and as I said to you guys, that started when we didn't even have the release of Train Sim World 2 at the time. They were actually on a preview stream of the London Underground route at the time. And like I said, if you watch the preview of that route back in the heydays, it was obviously it was Matt and Colonel Fader, Sam. They were on that stream, and Sam was always for the community, and he knew the issues. He knew the real problems of Train Sim World. He even said about the memory issues even back then, that the Dovetail's going to run into them in the future, and they basically, this is one of the reasons why Sam is no longer with Dovetail. I still think to this day he got fired by him because of what he was brutally honest with everything, and he knew the true issues, and that Dovetail didn't like that. Like I said, this is why people get banned from the forums, because they don't like it when you spit the truth at them.
Station is Torquay.
They don't like it.
This is a Great Western Railway service to Payton.
It's basically, just proving to you, how much of a bunch of pussies they are. That's what you're technically looking at. They don't like to stand up to the truth and the real issues. Q&A sessions and everything are not going to help. There's nothing. Unfortunately, we live in a world where money is evil over anything in this world. It doesn't matter how passionate you are to something. It's just money just destroying everything. When you're running a business, unfortunately, it's true. You gotta be brutal to stay. But seriously, if we weren't such rail fans, folks, I don't think we really would be bothering, would we? No. But unfortunately. It's too hard. We are, unfortunately, rail fans that have to enjoy the game and continue to spend money on it. And here's another one of these empty stations, unfortunately. You see passengers over the top there, but technically there should be passengers already on the platform, ready to go.
53, Great Western Railway service to Paignton. Calling at Paignton only.
So in regards to mods that are currently getting built for American Truck and Euro Truck, do know, folks, all of our work has been pushed now to 2026 for the rest of the mods. I was hopeful to get the Freighter T-Liner Pack 24 out before the end of the year. Unfortunately, now I've ran out of time. I just did not have time now to get it released and finish the skins off. So yeah, there's it's hopeful to be out by the Freighter T-Liner pack itself. I can confirm that will be the first mod for the year, next year. It's looking like week 1, week 2 at the moment. It's not going to be delayed by much. If it's delayed, like, technically it's only going to be delayed by a week. That's it. But there's no confirmed, you know. It's just I'm looking after my daughter through the school holidays, and I'll have her again on Monday, and I'll have her every day this week. It looks like I could be having her New Year's Eve as well, which is not good.
The next station is Paignton. This is a great
I'm
Western
hoping that's not the
Railway
case.
service to Paignton.
So it's basically going to throw my New Year's Eve out the window. I wasn't worried about it at first, because like I said, I did have plans to go to these fireworks on Sydney Harbour, and then after what happened, yeah, I changed my plans straight away. So. There's no way I'm thinking taking my daughter anywhere near thinking any major public space. Knowing me, if something happened to her and I was still alive, no, you will not be surviving. Trust me. I wouldn't hold back. I would have nothing else to lose, so I wouldn't give a shit. When it comes to blood, that's it. Family's everything to me. The Paignton's next, 1.4 miles. It wasn't so cool today and windy outside. I actually would have went fishing with my mates today, but I'm actually up for it. Actually, I'm really up for going for a fish. I'm thinking Dad's van wasn't so much of a bomb and was reliable. I would say, hey, let's jump in and go and beat him up. But yeah, I don't want my dad out in this weather. Just getting over the plar influenza that I had, so just getting over the flu like me. Technically, I need to recover still from Christmas. I have a bit of a fair few drinks on, not so much Christmas Day, it was more near Christmas Eve. I really got tanked on Christmas Eve. Not too bad actually. I had 2 bottles of Jim Beam with me, and I technically only drank a bottle and a half, and I was the only one drinking. If that was me back in the days, the 2 bottles would have been gone in thick the whole night. Then I would have been probably gone to the bottle after that as well.
We are now approaching Paignton.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down from the train.
no, 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 don't you dare. Are you kidding me? Oh, I just gotta say. You make me stop and then fucking pull the trigger on me. Yeah, so I've had to delay the mod maybe more so because I have been concentrating on building the road network pack, and the road network pack is taking a lot of time because I'm actually doing research on top of doing the pack. So I'm trying to look at the real logistic companies in the countries that I'm adding to it so far. So like I said, I just completed Switzerland. I was looking at the logistics and transport trucking companies in Switzerland. And then I'm looking at, with all the small trucks and everything, I'm looking at supermarkets in that country. I'm looking at furniture stores and removalists and like all the little tiny stuff. So yeah, getting references is quite difficult sometimes. And then I'm looking at other people to see if they've built certain skins on the game, and you know, if I see the company, I'll be like, oh yeah, I'll add that to it. But obviously not copying and taking their work. You know, that's not me. I'm not doing that, even though it might be the same company. I'll try to get a different style. You know. All right, there we go. Fuel tankers is another one that we're adding to it as well. So it's really cool. We've got a lot of great options. It's that damn thing again where I gotta... stay in here, I think it is. Nah. I fucking hate this shit. Why does it do this? This is another area in the game they really need to fix. See, I've unloaded the passengers, yeah, and it's telling me to lock the doors. I've already done that. And I had to wait till the 1300 hours. God, I don't understand that. Why do they should say wait till a certain time after it. Instead of saying lock the doors, and they don't tell you that. That's, yeah, it's just, yeah, there's little things that really need to be adjusted and fixed. All right, folks. Well, I'm going to pull myself back in here, and I'm going to call it a stream. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an honor bringing you Train Sim World 5 and Train Sim World 6 gameplay throughout 2025. We'll be back in 2026 with more Train Sim World 6, and then obviously we might move to Train Sim World 7. We'll see how we are. We've got GTA obviously coming later in the year. And a lot of things changed then. And obviously Forza Japan, yes. They are coming to our channel. Don't worry about that, both of those. And we're looking forward to it. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe to Australia Worldwide Entertainment. Turn the notification bell on. Another one I'm looking forward to in the future is the remaster of Crazy Taxi. As you know, I'm a massive Crazy Taxi fanatic. I used to flog the game in the arcades. I used to be a master in the arcades, actually, to the point where I used to sit on the machine usually the 2 hours to 3 hours. And had 100 people around me looking at me gameplay, because yeah, I was one of the few that knew how to hit the NOS in the arcade version. Yeah, I was such a whiz on it. Man, that was my go-to game, like all the time. Was Crazy Taxi. Absolute master, and love that game to death. Can't wait for the new one. Anyway, that's all we've got time for. Plenty of action coming your way in 2026. We've got lots of great routes and trains to look forward to. We will see you on the road next time around. Next time we will be live, will be a live stream from the world of trucks, either American truck or Euro truck. Who knows, it might be later on today. We'll soon find out. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Australia Worldwide Entertainment. Turn the notification bell on. Join our over 11,000 subscriber base today. Sorry, it's dark at the moment. I've got the lights off. And yeah, my name is the Aussie Dom, the Godfather, a former Train Sim World loading screen contest winner from 2023, week 16 Deutsche Bahn week. Also, in the same year, I won the Train Simulator Classic contest on week 6 and 26. Sunrise week was week 26. Week 6 was Landmarks week. And we will see you on the rails next time around. Enjoy the rest of your day. I come from a land down under. If you hear the thunder, you better run. You better take cover. Hooroo, and Happy New Year.